everyone, it's Teresa, and I have a really fun video for you today. It is using some stuff from Creative Fabrica. I am sponsored on this video from them, so thanks so much for sponsoring today's video. These are all going to be things that you can make or sell for this holiday season as gifts. So I just wanted to show you real quick. So Creative Fabrica has all kinds of different graphics and sublimation stuff and classes and different files that you can actually download onto your computer, touchpad, iPhone, whatever you have. So I am going to be doing some different projects. The first one I'm just showing you is like some farmhouse Christmas stuff that is to die for. I think they are absolutely gorgeous. So if you're into making your Christmas stuff right now, definitely check it out. And it's nice because it's like already ready for you. They have all kinds of different things on here. I'm going to also be making some stuff that I have saved up in my favorites, which as you're going and searching and stuff, so you could save it in your favorites for later. That's where I have a ton of different things, and I am going to be doing these Cardinals here. Now, when I was looking at them, like, oh, they're great, they're wonderful. I'd love to do them as an SVG, make it on my Cricut, the whole thing, but you don't have to, and I'm not going to today. So I went ahead and downloaded it and everything, and I used it in Canva, and I am going to print on tissue paper. So I've got a piece of thick cardstock, and I'm going around and taping it onto this cardstock because I'm going to print it directly onto the tissue paper. And what I will advise you, I didn't do it here, I forgot about it, make sure you're aware of what side of the tissue paper you're printing on. One side is more of a papery material, and one side is a little bit more of a glossy material. So it worked out okay. This is the glossy side, but that's okay. It'll be fine. I'm going to take just an extra step if you want to do it, and I take a piece of parchment paper and my little easy press and kind of get rid of a little bit of the wrinkles. Again, totally not necessary. And this is kind of the settings I use. I print it directly off of my iPhone, so I do the best quality on the lightweight paper. Put it through my regular printer, and here you go. They print it out really wonderfully. I let them sit for probably at least a good 20 minutes just to make sure they're not wet. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of this decoupage gel, I'm sorry, and that I get from my friend Kim over at My Victorian Heart. I think she's got some deals going on too. And I am just going to lay it right down. See, I didn't even cut it out first, nothing. Then I'm going to take that piece of parchment paper and press it down a little bit. You're going to want to do that because some of that ink may transfer, especially if you put it on the wrong side. Then I'm going to trim it around and cut it out, add my my string to it, and it's easy as that. Just a super easy projects that you can do. So now I wanted to tell you a little bit about some of the deals that they have going on right now. The first one I want to tell you about is the annual all access. It is at $59 for the year. It does auto renew. If you don't want that, make sure you're aware of that. And this is what I'm actually going to do. I don't have access to their platform unless they're doing a promotion for me, so I'm taking advantage of that. And then here is the renewal one. If you already have a year's access, you can renew at $47 for an additional 12 months. I know I sound very salesy, but I really love the actual platform and service and everything that they have. And then if you don't want to do a whole year, they have tons and tons of designs that are going to be 90% off for Black Friday, and that is running all the way through December 2nd. All right, so let's jump back into the projects, the reason you're all here. So I have a couple of pieces of pine. They're just cut down a 1x6x8, I think I cut down. These are both 12 inches long, and I went ahead and stained them. One was done in the early American stain, and one was done in that gray from Folk Art. I have already done my design, and I'll have this one listed for you below if you want to check it out on Creative Fabrica. This obviously I did in an SVG cut it out of my Cricut, the whole thing. Now you see a little dot down there below the dog. It was intentional. That is to help me center it. I highly recommend doing that. If you guys want like a more in-depth tutorial, let me know. But on this one, I literally just painted inside the lines of this as a stencil. And now I'm just going to remove all of that excess vinyl. The vinyl that I used was just the Cricut, easy vinyl, smart vinyl. And then I used some transfer tape that I love from Sizer. Is that how you say it? Maybe. So now I'm going to take just a very generic little black hook and use that for the dog's tail. How stinking cute. Now the file that I got this from, they actually have like all different kinds of dogs. This dog is supposed to be a boxer. I thought he looked kind of like the most generic looking dog. So that's an option too. And you could totally personalize these for people. That would be so fun to do, like their dog's name or something really sweet and cute like that. I am going to be selling these at my little shop that I sell through. And same with the first project. This is all stuff that I actually am selling over at the shop. I'll have to ask and see if they have sold yet or not. I am now going to, of course, add a little hanger. So I just find the center spot as best I can. I'm not great at it, unfortunately. If you guys know any tools that do it well, let me know. I would love to shop and see if I can find something that helps me. So I do, just like I did with the little hook, is I drill a pilot hole and then I will hand screw in the actual screw. I feel like I have a little bit more control over it when I do that. It's just personal preference though. And I just get this little screwdriver and away we go. There they go. They're so stinking cute with their little dog butts. I can't help it. I thought it was cute. All right, so on to our last super simple project. Same kind of thing here. I went ahead and cut out with my Cricut. This is obviously the state of Florida. That is where I live. That is where my shop is. And in the middle it says home. So I'm just going to cut it out on my Cricut, add my transfer tape, and put it on these little wood slices again. These ones are going to be coasters though. So this one is a little less Christmassy and more of like a use it whenever you want to. On these, I did have it like set in my mind, if they didn't turn out as coasters, I was like, okay, if they're not going to be coasters, it's okay, they can be ornaments. They decided to be coasters, and I'll tell you why here in just a second once I get the transfer tape to stick. I probably should have cleaned off the little wood slice first, but I did not. I just went straight out of the package. I'm going to take some torch paste and I'm just going to apply it the same way I did the paint on the first project. Sorry, not the first project, the last project. And I am just going to apply it use it as a stencil, and then I will remove the vinyl prior to using the heat gun. That's a very important thing. Do not forget to do that because it will probably be melted onto your project. You just want to make sure when you're going to be using the torch paste, let it dry a little bit before you start trying to remove stuff, because you don't want to be removing your vinyl or your stencil and end up smearing it all over the place. Even if you think you have it completely removed from the wood, if you get a smudge, it's not completely removed. So I'm going to now take my heat gun. I have it set up pretty high, and I do like to do this part outside. I have set off my smoke alarm detector before. That was not fun. So that was like last Christmas, one of my projects. I set off my smoke detector. It does take, this probably took around 5 or so minutes. I do have it sped up pretty fast, but they will bow a little bit. They will obviously react to the heat. Just leave them sit in that flat spot and you'll be good to go. But here they are. I did, of course, top them off with a quick little sealer of shellac, and they are perfect, ready to go to the shop. So I hope you enjoyed today's very quick, very fun little video. You got some ideas on some things to check out over on Creative Fabrica. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I also teach classes over there, and I have a class there that is free, even if you don't have a membership right now. So if you want, check out, I'll have it linked below in the description box. If you have any questions about any of it, just let me know. I am so happy to help. I hope you are having a wonderful day and that you're so excited for the holiday season to come. And have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.